All right, so acne, teenage acne. We'll start with teenage acne. Is a super common thing that we treat, and it's actually one of my favorite things to treat because we can take somebody during a time of life when acne is, or when socially it's tough to have blemishes on your face, especially if you have a lot of them, or they're larger, or they're causing scarring, or you have pustules, and they can be painful. So what can you treat? Asking how to treat acne is basically saying, how do I build a house? It can be complex. Or let's do this. Treating acne can be kind of complex. It's kind of like asking somebody, hey, how do I build a shed? There's a lot of different sheds and there's a lot of different ways to go about it. You can buy a kit, you can buy the raw materials, you can, just wing it with the stuff you have at home, or you can go get more specialized stuff, and you're going to have a better shed if you get more specialized stuff. And I love that analogy. So what do you do if you're using at-home products? Really, there's a lot of good information out there as far as cleansers, as far as even there's over-the-counter adapalene, which is different, which is a mild retin-A, but it's neat that that's available for patients over-the-counter, and they don't even have to go see a doctor to use it. Keys to using retin-A's: use thin amounts over the face, use it every other to every third day for the first week or two, and to use lotion with it. You can even mix a little lotion with it, or put lotion down after you wash your face before you put the retin-A on it, or lotion after. What else? There's, again, you go to Target, there's going to be a gazillion things for you to pick. And if you're really oily, you might use something like salicylic acid or sometimes a toner. If you're really dry, you're not going to use such, de-oiling products, basically. Now, if you have the deeper cysts or whatnot, or if you have it extensive on your back, or if you're getting scarring, really seeing a dermatologist or somebody who treats acne regularly can be beneficial because you can get stronger products. So what do I do when someone comes in? Most of the time I'm telling them that, hey, we're going to cover these different areas. We're going to give you a good cleanser. It can be a gentle cleanser, especially if they're using more stronger treatments. And if they have much more oil, you can throw in some salicylic acid. If they have a lot of pimples or inflammatory papules, you can use benzoyl peroxide. But, so a cream in the morning that we use, a lot of times it's an antibacterial, like clindamycin or clindamycin benzoyl peroxide. That's either a spot treatment or a whole face treatment if you have inflammatory acne. Number 2, I often use a retin-A. Topical retin-A or a vitamin A, such as retin-A or retin-A micro or Tazarac, which are some brand names for these synthetic vitamin A's that you use for face, are awesome. And there's different formulations and there's different combinations, but they're basically doing about the same thing, which is they normalize the follicle. They make it so that it doesn't get clogged back. Because the process of acne is you get clogged pores because of hormones and oil and whatnot, and that backs up that keratin and oil that would have came out of the follicles. It gets backed up, and then the body kind of freaks out and sends in its inflammatory mediators, and those inflammatory mediators create pus and inflammation, and as that breaks into neighboring follicles, that's how you can get scarring, and that's how you can get larger pimples or pustules. So retin-A normalizes that product. It allows those things it brings keratin and brings it out of the follicles. I also often start an antibiotic. Many people need one just to get going. If it's just comedonal acne, which is no inflammatory portion, which is uncommon, then I won't do the oral antibiotic. But I use safe ones that won't affect the gut bacteria often, or lower doses, and really I only try to use them for 3 months. And some people I do 2 months, and some people I do 4 or 5. It just depends on how extensive their acne is. Summer sun does help acne. A lot of people come in, it's a secret, and I tell them, I say, hey, you're going to come back in August or September, and I'm going to get a ton of credit. And I will take that credit, but it may be the sun that's helping decrease your acne because sunlight decreases inflammation. Now, I don't tell people to go tanning for acne. They used to use strong sunlight in dermatology's offices in the 50s and 60s, and that is wrong and bad and can make skin cancers down the line. So you should cover up, you should use a hat, you should use sunscreen, though many teenagers don't. And so I see many of them that come in with their acne improved. And certainly people that tan real well have some natural protection against skin aging. So those are some things that I think about for acne. Again, I love treating it. One last thing. The next step up, if you're getting scarring or you fail all these treatments, Accutane, which is high-dose vitamin A, which has been around, I think, 39 years now, is a popular thing done cautiously. You know, in males, it's a lot safer than females because if they get pregnant while on it, they can have birth defects, but it doesn't affect the ovaries, doesn't affect future stuff. So Accutane can be an amazing medicine. I tell people that typically 80% better acne for life. I don't promise 100%, but they usually are all clear by the end of the 7-8 month treatment. I do a titch longer than most people because I hate when people come back and have to retreat their acne with Accutane. So done correctly, applying lip stuff, talking about using lotion, you know, talking about occasional joint aches or occasional hair loss, and talking about if there is depression, which is certainly uncommon, but it can happen. It is a great thing that we have available for treatment of patients. So I think that's a good summary for acne. Hope that helps. Hey, thank you for watching our video. We enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to press the thumbs up button or subscribe below.